precisely created by the Senate to really talk about, and you all know, ang jurisdiction namin is accountability of public officers and to make sure that we fight malfeasance, misfeasance, non-feasance. We are not able to file cases. That is not our task. Whatever is reported here, as you all know, nag-take ng oath lahat ang mga testigo, lahat ng senador ay nagtanong, sila Senator Drilon, abogado yan, Senator Lacson, a seasoned policeman, at saka si Senate President Soto with all his experience, papasalamat ako sa kanila, and all the other senators including Tol Tolentino, even Amy Marcos was there, and Senator Gatchalian, si General Bato, at saka sila Senator Zubiri, they were all there. Now, having said that, tulong-tulong yan because there is this tremendous concern by the Senate na dapat ilabas. Kaya I thank the Senate President because sabi niya, go ahead, we have to put this out in the open. And that's what has happened here. So today, let me go on and say that the message here is kung may magsasalita, may mararatnan. Especially kung natagpuan nila katulad ng Senado. And thanks to the media, to all of you, nakalabas sa media, walang pinapara at lahat ng mga tanong, natatanong, lahat ng sagot, nare-record, lahat ng mga reaction ng mga tao from the General Albayalde to all the other generals, the media can see what is in parang a courtroom. Yung kanilang galaw. Malalaman kung mararamdaman kung merong nambobola, merong nagsisinungaling, kanya-kanyang kuro-kuro yan. So today, I'm happy to tell you that we have finished the first part of the report. Meron pa kasunod dito dahil hindi pa naman tayo tapos. Meron pa tayong hinihintay na mahuli sana uli si Johnson Lee, nasabi nasa Korea na. Mahuli sana si Ding Wen-kun. I got that right. And of course, mahuli sana si Roland Santos na hindi nagpapakita. Hindi ba kayo nagtataka? Yun lang ang taong hindi nagpapakita. At iniimbestiga rin namin kung paano yung mga circumstances na namatay at hinahabol namin yung paper trail ng mga kotse na maaaring nakuha doon. Now, to be sure, and I want to be very clear here, sasabihin ng iba at sinasabi na nung mga panig na kumakampi doon sa mga salbahe na wala raw kaming corpus delicti, meaning the drugs. Ang nakuha lang yung 36 kilos. Pero ang sinasabi nila Gerald Magalong at sinukat pa nila ay nakakuha sila over 200 kilos or almost 1 billion pesos. Mantakin ninyo, 1 billion halos ang kumalat na droga. May mga kumita and they're trying to get away with it by making sure na maitatago. Sabi nga ni Senate President Drilon, ni Senator Lacson, si Senator Soto, and myself, there was a cover-up. In my view, it's a monumental cover-up. At although may mga generals na nagsumbong, makikita nyo rito, sinasabi ko rito, na dapat siyasatin rin natin yung sistema ng kapulisan pag may nahuli sila. Anong klaseng investigasyon ang ginagawa nila? Ganun ba kalalim yung ginagawa natin? At para sa ganon, malaman natin ang punot dulo ng iniimbestiga. I hope you understand that. Because alam naman ninyo, sabi nga doon kay Lopez, pinapakitin nila yung charges para yun lang ang masisita, pero yung kabuuan ng charges hindi sinabi, kaya they have no choice but to deliver later on a proposal after 2 attempts. Na-dismiss na yung kaso, na-dismiss na yung mga pulis, na-dismiss na pangalawa, tapos lakaran, balik-balik hanggang lumabas na sinasabi, demote. At umabot na yan after 2 generals were told, pagpaliba mo na yung Tagalog, o wag na muna, please do not implement. Hanggang sinabi na nga ni General Albayalde, bakit? These are my boys. Umabot apparently kay General Aquino yon. Because General Aquino, binaba niya yung sa kanyang desk, hindi na lumabas yon. At nilipat nila sa Mindanao yung mga tao, which is wrong. You heard me. I do not believe that people should be transferred. I think they should be either suspended, take their weapons out, take their badges out, and make sure na hindi gano'n, hindi tatapon. Because pag tinapon mo, maraming mangyayari. Hindi na makakabalik magtestigo, o maaaring may mangyari doon, Yun. At the same time, lumapit kay General Lacadin, who was the regional commander. Remember, by this time, Albayalde was already a two-star general, outranking his former upperclassman. So ngayon, mas malakas na ang loob niyang makiusap, and that by itself is wrong, and I will come to that later. Ganun rin kay Lacadin, sabihin ni Lacadin, agi-imbestiga ako, kung wala kang kasalanan, huwag kang matakot. Pero biglang sinabi nga sa telepono, sinabing gano'n na konti lang naman ang nakuha ko dyan. So all these things form part of the system. Ako I attack it micro and macro. The system is severely, how would I say it? The system, there's something wrong with the system. Dapat mabilis ang sistema, kompleto ang ebidensya, at dapat tatapusin. Now remember, this went over a 3-year period. Hilahan ng hilahan, dismissal, demotion, and 3 years. Bakit? Umabot pa hanggang camp cramming report ni Petra Santa at nagstagal doon ng almost 16 months. Now, can you imagine, paano maniniwala ang tao na talagang gusto lang masolve yan kung talagang 16 months ay hindi lalabas? Sa basketball, freeze the ball. Kaya lang, mabuti pa sa basketball, may 24-second rule. Dito hanggang gusto. Nagkaroon ng order later on na ibalik uli na pwede na mag-order ang region command. Pero actually, they didn't have to do that because under the law, local government code, the chairman, the director general of the PNP and the regional commanders can remove policemen summarily. At yun hindi ginagawa. So, may mga armas tayo legally against recalcitrant policemen pero hindi ginagawa. So, the long and the short of it is the system is wrong and it is now time to change that system. Now, let us now go to the matters at hand. In the matter of, kung may masampasan ako, you can ask as many questions as you want later. On the matter of the raid, lumabas ito nung when General Magalong, now Mayor Magalong, said in the committee, both in open hearing and in executive session, na hindi lang yan ang problema, meron tayong problema because meron silang sinatawag na agaw bato. At sinabi niya, na ang involved ay ang pinakamataas pa na general ng PNP. We took that at face value. We took it with questions in our minds. Nagtanong lahat. Makikita nyo, lahat kami conflicted. Ako conflicted. Kaibigan ko naman si General Albayalde. No? Hindi naman, wala naman masamang ginagawa sa akin yan. Ang isang tama niya lang, nung tinanong ko siya, talaga ba may drugs, walang drugs doon sa Cavite? Sinabi niya, wala sir. Pinipilit ni Aquino may drugs, pero sinabi niya, wala sir, sinwipe namin yan. Nasabi naman ni Aquino, meron sir, umupo yung aso. Pero nung inimbestiga namin, nakita namin meron talaga. So yun lang ang tama sa akin ni General Albayalde at hindi napipigil, isa pa, dadagdagan ko na ngayon, on my toes, isip ko, hindi napipigil yung riding in tandem. Tuloy-tuloy ang riding in tandem. That has to be addressed. Having said my commercial against riding in tandem, I will now go to the point naman na nung lumabas na yan, ang sinabi ni General Magalong, Mayor Magalong now, ang sabi niya meron ganon at nagkaroon ng illegal raid, illegitimate raid. Hindi sinunod yung batas na ng dangerous drugs law at saka yung chain of custody na dapat, kaya ginawa yan, pinapaliwanag ko sa publiko ito, na kaya meron tayong chain of custody, meron tayong drugs law na pagka nakahuli ang drugs, may proseso. Una, para hindi marirecycle yung drugs. Kaya dapat within so many, pag nakita na yun, dumating na sa court, kagad dapat sunugin. Pangalawa, dapat sinusundan yung chain of custody para hindi lang may benta, para maganda ang kaso sa husgado. Now, bihirang-bihira ang I would say, in many of the cases, na-dismiss because hindi sinusunod yung chain of custody. Panahon na para balikan yan at ayusin yung batas na yan at make sure that the PNP and the NBI and anybody involved in drugs ay mahuhuli yan properly. Now, nung umabot na yan dyan, sabi ni General Magalong, ang order niya galing sa pinakamataas, General Alan Purisima, the Chief PNP at that time. Tingnan mo nga, yan nangyari dyan, mukhang nagkaroon na nakakabili ng maraming kotse, yung mga pulis natin, may mga pera, etc. etc. And that's why nag-investigate siya. Magkasundo pa sila ni General Magalong at saka ni General Purisima. Nagkaroon ng iringan yan nung umabot na sa Mamasapan. No? At nung ginawa ni General Magalong yan, patunayan nila, nagkaroon sila ng committee na headed by General Ferro. Panay General yan, ha? General Ferro and an investigator named Gonzales. And when he did that, nakita niya na talagang lukuhan ang nangyari. Because ang nangyaring lumalabas ay, nagpalit ulo. May side siya, no? Hindi ko na pinuntahan. Makikita niyo dyan, may side sila Albayalde, may side, may kontra yung group, pero ito na yung findings namin. Nagkaroon ng palit ulo. Right? You can have a copy of that later on. Nagkaroon ng palit ulo. Can you imagine, in the annals of our police history, hindi lang pala nagpapalit ng ebidensya, palit ulo. Because napatunayan, and again, dinala ko pa yung mga pulis dito, yung nakita doon sa husgado na dinismiss yung kaso na pinalitan yung ulo ni Lee at pinalit si Ding Wen Kun. Sabi, hindi yan ang hinuli, sabi ng korte. Kaya di-dismiss ko yan. Maling-mali lahat yung procedure niyo. Yung ginawa niyo, puro kalokohan, sinabi niya. Nasaan yung sinabi ng court? Yan, papakita ko sa inyo yung sinabi ng court. Ang linaw-linaw. At makikita nyo, sinabi ng court dyan, hindi si Ding Wen Kun yan. Pinalitan nila at ang nangyari, evidence shows that the alleged confidential informant appeared before the PIB Pampanga not on November 29, but on November 20. Di ba sabi ni General Albayalde, 23 siya nakakuha ng information. That is the only paper that General Albayalde showed us. Wala nang lahat. Yun lang ang nakita na may pakialam siya. Sinabihan siya on November 23 kuno na merong mangyayari, na meron silang informante, na may drug operation doon, at yun ang lumabas. Sa korte, ang lumabas, November 20. So alam na talaga na meron talaga nag-ooperate ng droga doon. At sinabi ng korte, ito, ang sumusunod. There could not have been a buy-bust money. At yan, inuswisya natin yan. Saan nyo kinuha yung pera? Walang tumanggap kung sino kumuha ng pera. At hindi natin malaman for sure kung saan galing yung pera. Di ba dapat ang pera galing sa gobyerno? Walang makapagsabi na galing sa gobyerno. Tapos sabi, dapat marked money. Dapat under the law, doon sa rules, dapat yan, dadaan sa criminal laboratory, maglalagay ng talagang traceable dust or powder. Sabi nila, walang oras. Ang ginawa nila, 100,000 yan, minarkahan nila. Isa-isa. Alright? And then, sabi ng korte, babalik ko sa korte, ang sabi, the irregularity of the arresting unit's coordination with the PIDEA smells of a cover-up. Korte na ito, ha? Korte na ito. Bakit cover-up? Hindi naman nila sinamahan ng PIDEA, eh. Napatunayan yan. Pati yung papel na pinirmahan, ludicrous. Kaya nung hinarap natin yung PIDEA, anong pangalan nun, si babae, abiso, sabi niya, tinawagan lang ho ako. Sinabi lang may raid, tapos na ang boxing, wala nang ginawa. Alright? So talagang, makita nyo, inaayos after the fact. The inventory and marking of the Shibu was highly irregular. There was no buy-bust operation. It is obvious that the weighing scale was planted. Bakit planted? Iimbita ka ng tao, magbebenta ka ng 100,000, drug lord ka, unang-una hindi ka panipaniwala na drug lord ka, pagpapapasok ka ng tao for the first time, magdadala ng 100,000 pesos para bumili ng drug sa iyo. Hindi ginagawa ng drug lord yan. Sabi nga na lahat ng pulis na taringin ko, doon ka na lang, punta ka doon sa mall at doon tayo magpalit, mag-aabutan tayo. Nakita nyo, ganoon lang kalaki yun eh. Pakete. Pagpasok, di umano, nakita rin nila ang daming drugs na ginagawa ng Chinese at meron pang weighing scale on the first floor. So hindi ka panipaniwala na papasok yun. Hindi kilalang tao, mga pulis kuno, papasok doon na kunyari bibili at papakita lahat yan. So, hindi ka panipaniwala. So, nung makita yan, eto na, sabi ganon, the chain of evidence for shabu alleged to have been bought from accused Roel Cabag is broken. Yan ang isa pang nangyari dyan. At, saan ba yung akin dito? Ito. Let me just make sure that I have it here. Ito yung court order. At ang sinabi nga dyan, nag-conclude sila dahil wala talaga yung pera, wala talaga yung sinasabi ng mga drugs, masama ang pag-handle. And then finally, nag-conclude sila, hindi ko pwedeng kasuhan itong si Wongkin dahil nagpalit ulo nga. So having said all that now, in our investigation, dumating yung mga police ng Mexico. Because ang lumabas dyan, pinuntahan nila. Now, ang tanong, let's go start from the time that they were going to conduct the by bus kuno. At ano ang pananagutan ni Albayalde at saka ng mga pulis. Saan kayo makakita, nakalagay sa batas, kailangan may prior conference muna. Saan kayo makakita na hindi masagot sa atin kaagad at pabalik-balik, sino ang may-ari niyang bahay na yan? Ako, tinawagan ko kaagad yan, ang sabi sa akin, sino may-ari ng number na yan? Ang sabi, si Johnson Lee. At umabot siya hanggang 2018, nagbabayad siya, ganun karami ang pera niyan. 2013 nangyari yan. 2018, nagbabayad pa siya ng renta doon. At pagdating doon, ang sabi ni Juan, kaninong bahay yan? Ang sabi ni Colonel Baloyo, ang sabi niya, sabi niya kay Wongkin, Ding Wen Kun. At hinabol ko siya doon. Until finally, sabi niya, hindi niya kabisado na si Lee ang may-ari, no? Pumasok pa siya na invoke my right against self-incrimination. Sabi ko, too late. Saan kayo makakita, papasok sa dyan, malaking drug lord, which was confirmed to both Senator Dulon and myself by no less than General Aquino, na yan si Lee ay kasama sa malalaking drug lord. Papasok ka doon, ang dala mo, 10 pulis na pistola lang ang dala, hanggang umabot sa nakakatawang sitwasyon, hindi nga nakukuha ng iba, na napalagiran yung 10 pulis ng 2 security guard. Una, hindi ka panipaniwala yan. Gawin na security guard yan, babalikan ng pulis kagad yan. Papatanggal ang lisensya, maraming pwede mangyari. At pagdating nila doon, ano nangyari? Lumundag na bigla yung si Lee. Sabi ng mga barangay officials, he ran, nabot nila half naked, nagmamakaw at tulungan, nagbibigay ng pera para dalhin sila. Dinala, marunong yung mga barangay, dinala nila sa Kafgu. At doon dumating yung pulis. Pagdating doon, tinawag yung mga pulis sa Lakeshore, sa bahay. At may kagulan raw, na siguro, sabi may nag-ready. That was about 10 o'clock in the morning. Morning yan. Pagdating nila, nakita nila sila Baloyo doon. At pagkatapos, bumalik sila, kinuha nila si Lee. Pagbalik nila, kinuha ni Baloyo si Johnson Lee. Kinuha pati Fortuner ni Baloyo, ni Mr. Lee, at dinala. Yun na ang mga 5 hours na hindi na nakita si Lee, hindi nakita si Baloyo. Nagpunta yung mga pulis ng Mexico, Pampanga. Then inutusan sila, dalhin nila si Awi, yung unang kasama doon sa pag-raid. At hindi nila nakita si Baloyo doon, hindi nila nakita si Lee. At later on, sasabihin doon sa korte at sasabihin sa atin dito sa open hearing, nung pinakita natin ang litrato, mabuti nga sa korte na andun pa noon si Ding Wen Kun, sabi ng mga gwardiya at sinabi ng mga barangay, hindi po yan yung binigay namin. Sapagkat talaga naman hindi yon. Ang kinuha nila ay si Lee. Alright? Now, ang daming nangyari dyan sa loob ng paghuli nila. At makikita nyo, yung pagpasok dyan, ang dami-dami nilang, nung tinanong ko, paano, di ba, meron tayong nakalagay dyan sa bypass. Dapat may security, may recorder, dapat may camera. Kompleto yan, no? Diyan ba yung lisahan, pinakita nyo, yung mga, pakita nyo dyan. At pagkatapos, wala silang nagawang ganon. So, ibig sabihin, talagang hindi by bash. Ang talagang pakay ay mango-hold up, mango-hold up, no? At yan ang ginawa nila. Yan, walang test buy. Yung test buy works both ways. Dapat, manghuhuli yung pulis, una-una, bili ka muna ng kapiraso para sigurado, bigyan natin sa laboratory, talagang may drugs. Hindi ginawa yan. Yun naman drug lord, ang taka naman ng drug lord na yun, na hindi nila kilala, magbabayad, papapasukin sa bahay nila, at magbibigay sila kagad ng droga, at nakikita pa pati yung weighing scale, nakikita lahat siya. To make a long story short, talagang hawsyaw, lutong Macau, no? So, ang nangyari pagkatapos dyan, ay naglundagan na, inabot na, nung nawala na si Johnson Lee, at nung inimbestigahan nila General Magalong, kami, inimbestigahan namin, bubuti nga kami, nahuli pa namin saan napunta yung Fortuner. Ito ang mahiwaga. Yung Fortuner, binenta sa isang police operative sa PASG, nangangalang Kura, Efren Kura. At siya una nagbenta. At nung binenta yan, later on in the month, binenta ng 3 beses on one day sa 3 different persons, nagtatransfer. Sa kanya, tapos 2. Later on the following month, binenta na naman yan hanggang 3 beses na naman yan, nagbenta kasama yung 2 bago, at pagkatapos napunta doon sa babae na kinuha pa namin ng helicopter sa Pampanga na nagtatrabaho sa pag-ibig, no? So, tataka kayo, nakuha yung, ang nakalagay doon, binenta ni Lee kay Kura. Nasa si Kura? Patay na si Kura. Ayan, no? Binenta Johnson Lee to Efren Kura on March 18. Tapos March 18, Kura sold it to Tedco, and then 2015, Tedco to Virgilio David. December 3, parehong days yan, 2015, Virgilio David to Ami Gopez, 3 beses. Meron pang isang set dyan na 3 beses. Hindi nyo nilagay. 3 beses yun. In one day, nagbebentahan sila in one day. Pwede ba hanapin yung alang? Ha? Oh, yun, 3 yun, no? Hindi, Gopez is the last one in the line. Don't argue with me. Alam ko yung ginagawa ko. Andun yan. Alright? Now, to make a long story short, nakita nyo talagang it was a comedy of lies and errors. Hindi errors yan eh, sinasadya eh. So, anong nangyari, nung nag-imbisiga si Magalong, na-discover niya ang tunay na nangyari. Nagawa pa sila na reenactment. Mahusay rin yung mga pulis. And that's where I come in. Ang nagsimulang magpa-imbestiga, Chief PNP. Inimbestiga ng region. So they were doing their job up to that point. Inimbestiga ni General Ferro. And I commend General Ferro, masusi yung kanyang examination ng kanilang reenactment. Doon makikita na naglagay sila ng tawas dahil sinabi ng mga barangay, sinabi ng mga tao nakakita, umaapaw yung droga, ang daming pera na isang kahon at pagkatapos nilagay pa nila yung pera iba sa blanket at umaapaw talaga. So ginawa nila, nagsukat sila. Now that's not very strong evidence as far as I'm concerned, but the point is when you connect all these things, all these circumstances, talagang makikita nyo na ang pakay ay talagang mag-hold up, mga agaw ng kotse, papalitan yung ulo. And to make a long story short here, nung mangyari na yan, sila ay nabisto na ni Magalong, yan na, nagkaroon na ng investigasyon. Ang question ito, I will ask the public here. I am trying to be fair and I always try to be fair. Sino ang commanding officer ni Baloyo? Baloyo ba? Baloyo, sigurado na ako. At saka itong mga pulis na ito. The commanding officer is a certain, at that time, Superintendent Albayalde. Sa ako, nag-mayor ako. Hindi makakagalaw ang pulis, lalo na yung intelligence officer. Pinaka-importante yan. Sila nagsasabi kung may operation, sila nagsasabi may rakita. And makikita nyo, akin na yung papel, sinabi ni Albayalde, ito, November 23, sinabi niya na andun yung nalaman niya, yung kanina binigay ko na sa inyo yan eh. Ito, November 23, nakasulat dyan, na sinabi sa kanya na merong operation, merong nag-ooperate ng drugs doon. November 29, they conducted the raid. So that means, nagre-report sa kanya. After that, wala nang papel tungkol kay General Albayalde. Wala na. Now, he is the one in charge all the way while this was all going on. Pumutok na. Nagkaroon na bigla ng investigasyon from General Purisma, General Petrasanta, General Magalong at the time. Pero wala na tayong narinig. Pero ito ang masakit. Bakit hindi kumikibo si General Albayalde at that time? Wala siya sinasabi. Hinuli yung mga tao niya, later on, 4 months after the raid, and then, pati siya, sinuspindi. Ngayon, ang pinapakita niya throughout the investigation, pinapakiusapan niya si Aquino, mga bata ko yan, pinapakiusapan niya si General Lacadin, at hanggang umabot mamaya, later on, doon sa kanyang kaklase, imbis na dismissal, yung kaklase, hindi ko sinasabing ginawa niya, pero nakakapagtaka, naging demotion na lamang. Alright? So, having said all that, ano ba talaga ang nangyari? Ang nangyari, nung pinapakiusapan, ay talagang they were attempting to change the course of the investigation. There was in fact a raid on the 29th na sinabi ni Baloyo sa amin ni Senator Lacson, nagsimula yung raid alas 2, dumating, umabot ang alas 4. Ito pa nakakatawa. Oh, sino ang lookout mo? Siyempre may lookout. Sabi ni General ko, siyempre pulis si General Lacson, Senator Lacson. Sabi niya, ito si Laksamana. Sabi ko, tawagin si Laksamana. Pagharap ni Laksamana. O ikaw ba talaga ang lookout? Hindi po. Sagot. Kasama yan, ha? Hindi po. Tapos, bakit hindi po? Sinabi nito si Colonel Baloy, nandiyan ka. Sabi, hindi po. Hindi po ako pumasok nung araw na yon. Absent po ako. So, even, talagang walang tigil yung komedya. Talagang tuloy-tuloy. Now, ang tanong ko, in all these things, pag nakahuli ang pulis, meron ang commanding officer, magyayabang ka agad dyan. Boss, nahuli na namin. Ang commanding officer, may raid ka, at tali mo, mag-ingat kayo dyan, ha? Kompleto ba ang gamit ninyo? Meron ba kayong camera? Ay, sinusunod nyo ba yung patakaran dito sa bypass operations? Nakipag-coordinate na ba kayo doon sa tinatawag natin yung PDEA? At yung mga piskal, tinawag nyo na before the raid, tinawag nyo na yung mga barangay captain, tinawag nyo na. All that did not happen. So dapat, hindi ba incumbent upon the provincial director na pakialaman yan? He didn't know such thing. Ano ang ginawa? He signed an order promoting and commending all of them. Alright? Para bang walang ginawa mali yan. Tama yan. Bago sila chinarge. Kaya nga pumalpak yan. Ang masakit doon, yung kanyang order and commendation, pinirmahan niya yung order, he was giving a commendation to himself. Saka kayo makakita, to me that's ludicrous. Bakit mo bibigyan ng commendation? Sino dapat ang magbigay kung talagang nagawa? Yung commanding officer, yung regional director na sabi, good job, ikaw ang provincial commander, good job, mga tao mo yan, good job. Hindi, siya ang pumirma at binigyan ng commendation lahat. Then, the whole wall caved in. Inimbestiga na sila, nalaman na maraming nangyari, and then to continue, and you can ask questions later on, I'm sure you'll ask questions. Nung nangyari na yan, ayan na yung pakiusap kay Aquino, kay General Aquino, sabi niya, sir, hindi ko mapipirmahan yan, siguro ang pinagsabi niya, pero ilalagay ko muna sa desk ko, pero lahat yan papadala ko sa Mindanao. Which prompted my actually got my dander, because sabi ko, bakit dadali sa Mindanao? Kawawa naman ang mga tiga Mindanao. Bakit nyo ilalagay? And that is one of the recommendations. You do not transfer the problem. You try them, you suspend them, and you remove them, disarm them. You look at all the laws in America and all the other countries, they take out their policemen, they take out their firearms. Even here, sa plebs, tatanggalin yung baril mo at tatanggalin yung tsapa mo, hindi ka police habang ikaw ay binibistahan. So what happened? Dinala sa Mindanao. Saan dinala si Baloyo? Assistant Provincial Director doon sa Zamboanga del Sur. Saan dinala yung isa? Si Joven de Guzman. Ito na, papunta na tayo doon sa masasakit, no? Si General Albayalde, all throughout, pinapakiusapan niya yung mga general na mga bata ko yan, huwag nyo na ituloy yan, huwag nyo na implement yan. Nung nagtagal na doon sa sa Mandalay doon sa Mindanao, ibinalik ngayon si Colonel Baloyo. Saan dinala? Tagaytay. That's a major city in Region 4A, no? Dinala siya doon. At saan dinala si Inspector Joven de Guzman? Sa Antipolo. Mga bata ko yan. Kayo mag-alala, akong bahala. General na ako, parang gano'n ang lumalabas sa akin eh. Di ba? Ano nangyari? Eto na. It exploded in his face. Sabi niya may pasabog. Hindi ako marunong pasabog. Pero ito ang sumabog. Yung si Joven de Guzman, nahuli, umuulit na naman na nag-hold up at pinasok yung bahay, walang warrant, kinuha yung pera, nasaan yung release? Ayan, Joven de Guzman, Donald Roque, Romel Vital, Romeo Guerrero, lahat siya kasama doon sa original, doon sa Pampanga. Are you getting this, guys? Lahat yan, umabot sila sa Antipolo. Doon, ano yung kanta sa Antipolo? Tayo na sa Antipolo, di ba? This indicates that he is trying to show to his men in order to secure loyalty. That now that he is the PNP chief, he can place them or he can put them in choice positions. 4 personnel involved in the Pampanga Ago Bato were rehabilitated kuno during Albayaldi's watch. They were assigned to Antipolo and who were later involved again in an Ago Bato cum robbery in Antipolo on May 4, kailan nila, 1919. 2019, sorry. Nagkakaroon na tayo ng konting Alzheimer's. 2019, alright? So much for Albayalde's protection. May release yan, lumabas sa dyarya, di ba? O nasa naroon? Ngayon ako. Sige, anyway. So, lumalabas, pag tinatago, babalik. Like a bad penny, it will come back and haunt you. This time, it got back, pinabayaan mo, ngayon kinagat ka mismo in your behind because katatago mo, pumutok yan ngayon. Eh ngayon, pumasok ng investigasyon, ayan o, ayan ang report. Where's the news report? Ayan yung official report ba yan? Oh, yan. Oh, yan. Yan na, official report na yan. Meron pang news report. So, makita rin yung, hindi ba karapatan ng tao, involved na yan, huwag mo na mailagay yan dyan. O ngayon, nahuli ngayon yan. Pumasok ngayon yung mga kapulisan. Ngayon, ang bilis. Summary dismissal. Tanggal lahat yan. That should have been done in the first place. The moment they violated all these rules, they should have been removed. Amin na yung mga baril nyo, you are confined to quarters, mabilis dapat ang hearing, walang pakiusap, tanggal kayo. Because you owe it to the police department, you owe it to the police system of this country, na dapat hindi mawawala ang tiwala ng tao sa kapulisan. Under the social contract theory, ang police binibigyan natin ng baril, ang military binibigyan natin ng baril, all to protect us, ang army, ang military to protect us against invasion, or to protect us from insurrection or whatever. The police, para proteksyonan tayo, laban sa mga nangungulimbat, laban sa mga nangu-hold up, lahat yan. Binigyan sila ng baril. Pero, kung yan binayolate, dapat tanggalin and dapat they should be held by a different standard. Tanggal dapat kaagad yan. Not 1 minute longer. Tanggal dapat yan. And what happened? Hindi. Kaya yan, bumalik ulit. And how many times have we heard that happen? Maraming beses nangyayari yung pangyayaring ganyan na bumabalik uli yung mga pulis, ang dami-daming record, pabalik-balik at ang nangyayari, kawawa ang tao. We owe it to the public and that is why sila Senator Soto, Senator Lacson, Senator Dulon, yun talagang, yan ang mga seniors. Kami dito mga seniors, talagang pinaghihirapan namin na lumabas talaga yan because your Senate wants these people unmasked. Your Senate wants na magkaroon ng panibagong New Deal, if you like, borrowing the words of President Roosevelt. There will be a New Deal in the police department. And this is a travesty against President Duterte, who trusted the police. I said the other day, and I don't blame him. I've been betrayed also by some policemen in my time, when I was mayor. Sabi niya, he is disappointed with the police. It's not his fault. There will always be a snake. And I say that, very honestly. There will always be a snake. Pinagtiwalaan mo. Sabi nga nila, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Kaya si Captain Paildon, twice na, shame on me na, diranggal na siya. Ito, Ito na naman, pull me twice na naman ito, to si Ruben, Inspector Ruben, tumira na naman kasama nung 4, abay, dapat tanggal na yan. Dapat command responsibility to the highest official of the PNP. That is the only way maniniwala uli ang tao. No exception. 4-star general, sorry, you dropped the ball big time. Dapat out na eh. Binato sa home plate. Tumatakbo na yung tao. Papunta na doon sa base. Sinaro ni Albayalde, nahulog yung bola. And the guy went safely on base. That is what I meant when I said, you dropped the ball big time. Pagka ikaw general, ikaw ang you must be the exemplar, not only to the people, but most especially to your men. Once naramdaman nila, may tinitignan ka. Meron tayong tama lahat. That is why, hindi lang yung sistema na mabagal, na nagtagal lang 3 years, na ang daming lakaran ang kinukondina natin dito. Yung sistema ng police discipline. Isa na natin kinukondina rin, yung tinatawag natin na MISTA. I have my MISTA. I'm class 72. I respect my MISTAs. Pag pinabasa ko sila General Senga, sila General Abu, sila General Adan, nakikita ko, hindi tama yan. Yung mga, kasi sinasabi nila, yung mga hazing, nakikita ko. They have their principles which are good. But some of our people in PMA and PNPA, ginagawa nilang pantakip ng mga kasalanan at dinidelay nila, freeze the ball, makakalimutan rin yan. In fact, General Fianza, hello, General Fianza, huwag ka munang tumawag sa boyfriend mo. So kasi may PowerPoint. Alright? General Fianza, sabi ni General Fianza, sabi niya, tama si Senator Gordon, nakita ko lang eh. Sabi niya, talaga hindi malaman ng pulis kung sila military o pulis. Alright? Because nung sinabi ko nga yan nung nakita ko na sabi walang ganyan sa pulis. Walang due process. That's not true. Sabi ko may IAS, may due process. Sabi ni General Fianza, can you put it down please? Ha? Hindi yung naka-highlight yung buo. Yan ba yung buo? Para saan yung umpisa? In the Manila Standard, the civilian organization, had he complained, wala yan, incomplete eh, hindi nakakakita itong staff ko. Ano ba nangyayari sa inyo? Duling na ba tayo? Had he complained, he most certainly would have been in deeper trouble. O, tingnan nyo ha. Had he complained, boss, bakit naman niya ako tinatanggal? Ba't wala akong charges? I have the right to know what the charges are against me, tinatanggal niya ako. Saka ba't yung tinatanggal yung mga tao ko? Doon pa lang inayos na dapat. Wala kami kasalanan. Alright? Had he complained, he would certainly would have been in deeper trouble, so he simply kept quiet and said nothing. Tinanggap niya. Remember, I asked him, umangal ka ba? Di mo sinabing due process? Sabi nga ni Amy, no, walang ganyan-ganyan. Di ba, medyo sabi ko, no, that's why we're investigating. Binabago natin yan. So, ano sabi? In deeper trouble, so he kept quiet and said nothing. And hope that the issue, tandaan nyo ito, the issue would blow away soon, which was what happened, and he would soon be back in harness. From there, he became colonel, became general, and became 4-star general of the armed forces. He should have done his duty there. His active involvement in the case may result in the discovery of his connection with his men and his involvement in the hold-up. His excuse was there was no due process because he had to follow orders. But even the IAS required due process. Sabi ko nga, if he really thought that his men were just doing their job, ako na pala yung nagsasalita, hindi si Fianza yan. Ako na yan. Why didn't he actively protect his men in the open? He thought that if he remained quiet, it would just go away. He will fix it later, as he did with Aquino, as he did with Lacadin, and maybe Corpus. Alright? Yan ang sinabi ko. Sa kanya, na session yan. The best time to fight for his men was on the very first stage of the action. If you are really honorable, you will stand up for the rights of your men in open hearing. But he chose surreptitiously behind.
Nagpapatuloy po ang pulong balitaan ni Senator Richard Gordon. Ito po ay kaugnay sa naging investigasyon po ng Senado patungkol sa GCTA maging sa mga ninja cops. Kanya nga nabanggit kanina na ang committee report na kanya pong ibinabahagi ngayon ay first part pa lamang dahil naisa na ni Senator Gordon na mahuli pa daw ang ibang personalidad na nabanggit na sila nagpapatuloy sa kanilang pagdinig gaya na lamang ng drug lord na si Johnson Lee at iba pa na magpahanggang ngayon ay hinahanap pa rin at hindi pa alam kung nasaan sa mga sandaling ito. Samantala ay inilarawan naman ni Senator Gordon na nangyari daw pagdinig ng Senado ay tila komedya at puno daw ng kasinungalingan. At yan po ang bahagi ng kanyang sinasabi kung paano rin sila magkakaroon ng desisyon at kung paano niya ilalahad ang kanilang naging desisyon ngayon dito sa komite. Nabanggit niya na ang nangyari po dun sa mga Pampanga Police ay imbis ho na ma-dismiss ay na reassign lamang. Kaya po ito po yung mga Pampanga Police na nasangkot po sa drug raid noong 2013. Sa mga sandaling ito ay binabanggit ni Senator Richard Gordon ang mga nangyari at ang kanilang mga narinig noong pagdinig ng Senado ukol po dito sa mga ninja cops at ngayon ay patuloy pa rin niyang pinapaliwanag sa mga sandaling ito ang mga puntos kung paano po maglalabas o naging basihan ng mga senador dito po sa committee report na kanila pong ilalabas ngayon. Balikan po natin ang pulong balitaan ni Senator Richard Gordon.
Follow that, there will be no problem. Make sure you account for the evidence para hindi ka magpagbintangan. Kahit na 1 gramo lang ang mawala, pagbibintangan ka na, sisirain mo na ang kapulisan. Ito, 200 kilo ang nawala. May mga kotse pang di umano na marami pang lumalabas dyan at yan ang hinahabol pa natin. So the long and the short of it is, in the case of General Albayalde, he kept quiet. Remember, we even had Albayalde Day because this is your day, sir. Now is the time for you to answer. Ang sabi niya, he concentrated on this. Bakit ako pinagtutulungan? Why is everybody ganging up on me? Ang sabi ko, dapat ang sinagot niya, sir, nahuli yan. Mananagutan ko yung mga tao ko. In fact, I was there. In fact, sinundan ko yung raid na yan, every minute of it. In fact, nung makakuha na, ano nakuha niyong ebidensya? Report sa akin. Ano nakuha niyong pera? Report sa akin. May nakuha bang baril? May nakuha bang bala? Meron bang ibang nahuli dyan? Yan dapat ang sabihin. No? So, hindi niya sinabi. Hindi niya ginawa. Ang paulit-ulit na sinasabi niya ay pinagtutulungan siya, pinag-iinitan siya, may naiinggit, but he never defended himself adequately. And how could he? Sa parada ng ebidensya, talo siya. The moment lumakad yung mga tao niya, dapat bantayado na yan. The moment nakahuli, dapat bantayado na yan. Kung hindi niya alam noong araw, nung pumutok na general siya nagsasabi, imbestigahin, dapat pinuntahan niya ng mga tao niya. Kayo ba, ginawa niyo ba talaga yan? Ginawa niyo ba talaga yan? Bakit na ganyan na sinasabi sa inyo? Nothing of the sort happened. Wala. A big fat zero. And that is where he made his mistake. If he had followed suit, if he had investigated his own men, if he had punished them outright, if he had recommended dismissal, suspension, then there would have been something that we can talk about in terms on his behalf. He did not. And so having said that, he is now in this pickle. Lahat sila, Albayalde, Baloyo, the other people in the group na nag-raid dyan are guilty, I'm not saying guilty, of malfeasance. Mali ang ginawa nila, isama ng misfeasance, non-feasance. Malfeasance, maling-mali yung ginawa mo. At yan nga, did he regularly check on his men? Did he check the suspects? Did he check the address? Did he demand a detailed report? What did they seize? All this could have been done in the prior to the report. Yung tinatawag nilang meeting bago mag-raid. What did they seize from the house? Drugs, money, guns? How many were arrested? Who were arrested? Where are they from? Did these men follow the rules on chain of custody? Did they follow the PNP manual on bypass? That he believes solely on Baloyo's report. Paulit-ulit yan. I rely on the report of Baloyo. And that is what got him in trouble all the way. And having said that, pag sinabi natin, excuse me, ngayon, yan ang mapapaliwanag. So, tama sila sa Graft and Corrupt Practices Act. Yung paglapit niya, bawal yan sa Anti-Graft and Corrupt Practices Act. Yung lumalapit ka, trying to influence. And can I have that, please? Ito, Section 27 of RA 9165. Mamaya na, unahin ko muna itong Graft and Corrupt Practices Act. Ito, Section 3. A. Pakinggan nyo. Persuading. Huwag mo na munang implement yan. Sir, huwag mo na munang implement yan. This was a 2-star general going to his underclassman, going to his upperclassman who is a 1-star general. I hope you don't miss that point. He is now 2-star general. Pupunta sa dating upperclassman niya. Hanggang ngayon upperclassman niya. Kaya sir pa ang tawag niya. Sir, mga bata ko yan. And General Aquino, I think agreed if in-reaser niya yung dismissal. Pumunta rin siya kay Lakadin at inamin niya pa whether nagdiburo siya o wala. Pag pinagsama mo lahat yan, tatamaan talaga. Dahil sabi niya, sir, konti lang nakuha ko dyan. So when you add these two statements, including the pressure of all the generals at that time, Purisima, Petra Santa, lahat yun pinagsama-sama mo, including the report of General Ferro, na including the court dismissal of the case against Ding Wen Kun, Wen Kim, sorry, Ding Wen Kun. Lahat siya pag pinagsama-sama mo, along with the circumstantial evidence, hindi mo chinek yung mga tao mo, hindi mo sila binantayan, lahat yan, pag pinagsama-sama mo, it becomes a very, very strong case against General Albayalde and all his men. And that is why I'm sorry and I'm really sad for him, because there was a time I respected him. But I do, and all of us, all Filipinos must draw the line. When a policeman na pinagtitiwalaan natin, katulad ilagay na natin yung pinaka-bokyo dyan, si Joven de Guzman. Sila ay may baril. Sila ay may power over our lives and our property and our children when they walk the streets of Manila. O kaya nagmamaneho. May kapangyarihan niya mga yan. Pag pinabayaan mo na sila mismo kukuha ng drugs at papabenta pa nila doon sa mga tinatakot nila mga bata na nagbigay na ng pera sa kanila, maraming instances na ganyan. Parehong-pareho nito na nagbebenta, pati yung mga drug, mga bata na nahulihan ng marijuana, pabebentahin nila. Kaya it is a rot. It is a pox, sabi nga ng mga British. It is a rotten thing that is happening here. And sabi ko nga dyan, there is something rotten doon sa hamlet in the streets of Mexico, Pampanga. Imbis na Denmark, doon sa hamlet. No? So, yan ang lumabas. So, focusing on this guy, may kaso siya, nilipat na naman siya, nagyan siya ng magandang position. Antipolo is a highly urbanized city. It's a first-class city at the very least. Binigyan mo dyan, nag-hold up na naman. Kasama yung 4. So, pagka pinabayaan natin yung mga kapulisan na ganyan, talagang maglalaho ang tiwala ng bayan sa ating gobyerno. Ang pulis ang mukha ng gobyerno sa atin for many of us. Yan ang dati nagtatraffic. Yan ang dating tinatawag pagka may barilan, pagka may nakawan. Kung hindi mo na mapagtiwalaan yan, then delikado tayo. That is why President Duterte has the right to be disappointed. The Congress, upon the recommendation of the President, gave them the highest salaries ever. And they deserve it. Including nurses, of course. Including teachers. But because we want to make sure that they are steadfast in honesty, in their professionalism, binigay yan. And when they make a mistake, like the gun that we give them, it must be removed. They must be punished right away. They must be taken out of the police force so that hindi gagayahin at hindi na sila makapangulimbat. And that is why today it is so important for all of us to take pause and listen and say, we're not going to take it anymore. On that note, there are other charges can be put to bear. Meron tayong mga charges na, but that is not our position anymore. It is our findings. We don't file cases. It is the Secretary of Justice and the Ombudsman that files cases. We can file a case, halimbawa dito sa Section 27, RA 9165. This is dangerous for them. Because when you misappropriate the drugs and you sell it, that's life imprisonment. Dati death penalty yan. When you resell it, when you fail to account confiscated drugs, that is punished under this law made by the People's Congress, by the Senate, and approved by no less than the President of the Philippines. Yun ang lumalabas. Tapos, nagplant ka ng ebidensya kay kahit na Chinese yan, si Ding Wen-kun. That is also punishable by life imprisonment, if memory serves correct. Like that. Any public officer or employee who misappropriates, misapplies, or fails to account for confiscated, seized, or surrendered dangerous drugs, plant sources of dangerous drugs, controlled precursors and essential chemicals, instruments, paraphernalia, and or laboratory equipment, including the proceeds or properties obtained from the unlawful acts as provided for this law. Tama lahat yan. Yung paglapit niya, prosecution of offenses, negligence, and tolerance. Tinurelate niya yung mga bata niya. He was negligent. Hindi niya binabantayan, hindi man-to-man guarding. Maliciously refrain from instituting prosecution for the punishment of violators of the law or shall tolerate the commission of offense. Dapat nagagawa tayo ng pulis na mataas yung kanilang pride. Na pag may tao ka, oy, unit natin na matatamaan, kakasuhan kita kagad. Mabuti ng kasuhan kita nang galing sa akin kaysa maggaling pa sa iba kaya pa ang bayan. Yun dapat ang gagawin ng pulis. Ito pinabayaan eh. Humaba ng humaba, umabot ang 3 years hanggang ngayon, nagpupulis pa naman yung mga yan. Kaya hanggang hindi iniimbestiga ng Blue Ribbon, nakakapangulimbat pa yan. So, ito, yung pakiusap kay Lacadin and Aquino na to implement, ayan na sinabi ko, Section 3, Republic Act 3019. Pag pinagsama mo na yan doon sa yung anti-graft at saka yung circumstantial evidence, dali sila dyan. Causing any undue injury to any party, including the government, or giving any private party. The government is injured. The reputation of the government is injured. Hindi mo binigay yung kwan. The drug war is injured. Yan ang dating yan. So, mga kasama, those are some of the things that can fall under General Bayalde and his people. The other recommendations that we make, just general muna, ginagawa pa namin yung mga bato, yung mga rules. Sorry, we've been sleeping very little for the last several days. Yung mga, I spoke at the IAS about 3 or 4 months ago. And at that time, we talked about it, we suggested that the IAS should not be under the PNP. Should not even be under the DILG. In the UK, and in the Hong Kong, ang mga police pag iimbestigasyon niya, mga eminent persons ang nag-iimbestiga para ganoon hindi masasamahan ng tinatawag na pakiusap o mga kabaro o mga ganyan. Ang mga proposals pa natin dito ay, yun, IAS, I agree with the current director of the IAS, iwalay natin ang IAS sa kapulisan. Well, yung amending the Dangerous Acts, pag-aaralan namin yan, kinakausap ko, I'm the Judicial Bar Council sapagkat ang tagal bago makahuli at marami na didismiss dahil mali-mali ang ginagawa ng kapulisan. Even that should be looked into. Immediate suspension or dismissal of rogue policemen, not merely reassignment to other posts. Gusto ko, any officer who transfers somebody who's under investigation to Mindanao or any other place in the country, pag tinransfer mo yan, kasama ka na dapat maparusahan. Dapat alam ng pulis kung anong aabuti niya pagka siya nagkamali. Hindi yung tatakuti siya, tatapok kita sa banda. Na-shock pa ako, sabi, mabuti yun, kaya tinatakot namin, baka doon sila matepok. Hindi tama yun. That is not rule of law. Rule of law is you remove or you suspend. Immediate confiscation of service firearms and badges para hindi na sila makapalimbat. Kahit na naka-appeal, dapat tanggal yan. Nakikita naman yun sa TV. Give me your badge, give me your firearm. Kinukuha yan. whether it's in discharge of firearms or especially in drugs. Dapat kasama yan. Shorten the review of administrative cases filed against rogue policemen. Inaabot ng taon, inaabot ng buwan. Yung IAS, yung mga ganyan, administrative proceedings. Alright? Creation of a training program, ito na, which will conduct mandatory training on values. In West Point, ito natutuhan ko sa mga taga-PMA, nakamista ko, sabi niya, dapat mawawala lahat yung hazing, yung mga kalokohan na yan. Kung ito ay gagawin natin yung ginawa ng West Point during the time of Vietnam, if I'm not mistaken, yung mga My Lai massacre, pinaturuan nila lahat yan. A very, very strong point in the training of future soldiers of the military is yung character formation and values. Meron naman yan, dadagdagan lang ng konti sa atin. Ito ba isang pinag-aaralan ko ngayon? And maybe I'm fishing here. Ano silbi ng PNPA? Kung graduate tayo ng 206, 180, ang budget yan, umaabot ata ng 1 billion. Kung hindi ako nagkakamali. Ha? 775 million. Meron pa silang ibang pinagkukunan yan, yung Philippine Police College. Sabi sa akin na isang kaklase ko na Justice ng Supreme Court, alam mo, Dick, sabi niya, tanggalin nyo na yung PNPA. Gawin nyo na lang, sorry, baka magalit sa akin si Ping. Ping, hindi pa totoo ito. Ito pinag-aaralan pa natin to, ha? Very clear ako dyan, ha? Gawin nyo lang 4 years college, yung magiging officer, and then 2 years training. Para specific yung training niya, makukuha niya yung whole 9 yards, how to preserve the evidence, how to use intelligence, how to do all that. Then hindi pa tayo gagastos sa malaki. But I'm sure we'll keep the PNPA. Pero yung nga lang, talagang parang nakafocus tayo doon sa kailangan natin. But above all, we cannot change the police. We cannot change the government. We cannot even change it by elections if we maintain an attitude of complacency. Passive. Wala tayong pake. Nanonood lang tayo. And the only way we can change that, and I'd like to use this here, cannot even change it by election. You have to elect better people. But the real trick here is what this country needs is not just a change of men, but a change in men. Thank you very much, and I will be now ready to accept your questions. Thank you. The findings are he is liable for anti-graft, and that will be up to the ombudsman or the DOJ. One of my frustrations here, talaga hindi naman talaga dapat. We are a legislative arm of the government. It's the executive that handles and the judiciary that handles the prosecution. The executive and the judiciary handles the ultimate hearing of the cases. That's why you have a Secretary of Justice. And I think this is where it will come in. Yes.
Say that General Albayalde is the most accountable, most responsible for the questionable drug law?
By reason of his seniority, by reason of his moral superiority, his competence, hindi naman siya abot ng general kung wala siyang alam. I think he is liable, very liable.
But is he the most liable, sir?
It doesn't matter to me who is the most liable. A crime is a crime. Baloyo is equally liable. And to me, the fact that he returned, he was the one who signed the orders. Balik nyo na si Baloyo sa Tagaytay. Balik nyo na ito si Joven dito, de Guzman, sa Antipolo. Gagandang posisyon yan. Tapos pumutok sa kanya yan. Aba, dapat kung mababang opisyal yan, bakit mo binalik yan? Halimbawa, regional commander ang nagbalik. May kaso na yan eh. Ba't binalik mo pa? Paliwanag mo, ba't mo binalik? Eh, syempre, magpapaliwanag yan, di ba? He will be forced to say, oh, you justify why. Eh, wala eh. Generally, ang pinakamataas na yan, siya nagbalik. Parang above the law. No way. No way.
Ano recommendation niya pagdating dun sa drugs? Diba 160 kilos yung nawawala?
Yes.
Ano yung recommendation niyo for Albayalde and the 13?
Well, kaya nga sabi ko, depending on the evidence, you may not have the corpus delicti, but you have all the circumstantial connection, and you can see that pinabayaan yung kaso, at the very least, negligence siya doon. At the very least. Neglect of duty, dereliction of duty. Of course, yes ma'am. Yung pinakamayaman dito, maraming lupa, no?
Based on the testimonial and documentary evidence gathered during the hearings, would it warrant the filing or at least recommending the filing of drug charges against?
If you're asking me, not as Blue Region Chairman, but as a lawyer, I have no doubt it will warrant that.
So it would warrant the filing. And he faces life imprisonment.
Yeah, for misappropriation of the drugs, for not reporting the drugs, for all that, or for that matter, at the very least, dereliction of duty, or the other things like yung sa graft and corruption, persuading, influencing. Ano pa isa? Persuading, influencing, and? Ikasambeda yun, no? Hindi niya alam.
Sir,
Biro lang yun, ha?
hi sir.
Yes, yes ma'am.
Sir,
Ito, pinakamasipag na reporter. Talaga, madaling araw nandun pa sa kwarto ko. Go ahead.
opo. Sir, klaro ba yung punto na dun sa allegation na nakinabang si General Albayalde dun sa drugs? And how would you describe him, sir, kung alam niya all along yung drug raid?
You don't have to profit from it. It's hard to prove that because nakawala na yung drugs eh. Diba? Wala na yung drugs eh. It's very hard to say he profited it. But by his actions as an officer, he should have known what to do. He should have from the very beginning investigated. And if he had followed suit, then these guys would not have been able to go in. And he would be safe now. But he did not. And by the fact that he did not, raises millions of eyebrows against him. Why did you not investigate your people? Why did you not say, talaga ba may drugs yan? Nasaan napunta yung drugs? Meron ba kayong baril? I mean, I don't have to outline that again.
Pero how would you describe his role here, sir? Can he be considered the principal?
Gabi mo pa ako tinatanong yan. I will leave that to the Department of Justice. Again, personally, there could be ground to be principal. Because malakas sa loob ng mga tao niya, dahil nandiyan siya eh. Pero paano hindi lalakas sa loob? Inimbestiga na, may kaso pa, ililipat mo pa doon sa Antipolo, ililipat mo pa sa Tagaytay. Anong ibig sabihin nun?
So, sir, paano yung biniweigh yung pong testimony ni General Lacadin na may nakuha siyang kaunti?
It is as much weight as Aquino's testimony. It has as much weight as the courts. Sinabi na ito ay hindi bypass, ito ay hold up. And together with the circumstantial evidence, the connectivities therein, mabigat yung kaso.
And sir, isa na lang. And tingin niyo, sir, dun sa mga recommendation ninyo against General Albayalde, makukuha niyo yung support ng mga senador para, sir, kasi di ba for it to become a formal committee report, it has to be signed by your colleagues, by the majority of the members.
I would say na, by the way, I did this with the permission of the two leaders, Senator Soto. I think he made an announcement that he was giving me the go signal to make this announcement. And Senator Frank Duran, very respected people in the Senate. And I also called Senator Ping. I also called, nakapag-usap kami kahit paano na kung pwede ilabas ko na dahil, sabi nila, go ahead, we'll back you up. So I'm pretty sure na, wala naman senador dyan na ayaw maayos tong kasong ito eh. Maybe kung may kaibigan o maybe mag-abstain, no? Pero I think it will pass through. But even if it does not, assuming the worst case scenario it does not, and with all due respect to my colleagues, I stand by the report. I stand by the evidence that has been collected. These are all evidences that were taken under oath. Nakalap yung ebidensya. The staff, meaning my staff and the Blue Ribbon Committee, nagkasakit na nga si Kwan. I hope he gets well right away. Yung kanyang source started bleeding this morning. Nahihiya nga ako sa kanya because he had to be taken to the hospital. Some of my people have been nursing coughs for the last several weeks. They work hard. And I owe it to them.
Thank you, sir. Sila naman.
Paolo, on the way to Tarsus.
Sir, why are you making a distinction on your personal opinion that General Albayalde could be charged for the dangerous
I don't want to
drugs?
preempt the Secretary of Justice. He's conducting an investigation.
Yeah, but the report is recommendatory anyway, so you could just have
No.
put it there and for him to decide whether to take it out.
Whether I say it or not, it speaks for itself. I already said so. I speak as a lawyer. Lawyers argue their cases. There will be defense and prosecution. And I'm not handling the case, so I'm free. As in my duties as Blue Ribbon Committee, we did our best, utmost best. And we are passing it on to the Secretary of Justice and to the Ombudsman for whatever action they may deem appropriate.
Just to press this, sir, because you want.
Of course, you're always
yeah,
present.
No, sorry. You want this, to go to an end where everybody's where justice is served, but you still withheld somehow, in my opinion.
No, not withholding.
No. Yeah, when you said.
Do I think they're guilty? Yes.
Yeah, but it's not reflected in the official report, which
It's
would be
there.
no, I mean about General Albayalde and your specific liability of this section you mentioned.
I outlined it because the job of the prosecutor from the justice is to study this again and see whether this evidence, and I'm pretty confident, kung kukunin niya yung the way we studied it, he can file the case. Sherian, that's correct.
I just need, what is the limited number of signatories?
11 in the Blue Ribbon and about 5 I think dun sa Justice Committee. Dahil 9 yun eh.
And then for the Senate to form a
Simple majority lang yun.
So when you say that you were given those signals by SP Soto and other senators, does it mean that andun na talaga ang signatures? Do you have a today or support if you have?
They gave me the go signal, and I think he announced it to you also, that we can already announce, and we will back you up. You know, I was elated when Senator Giron and I talked. Sabi niya, I will. He even called me because I texted them. Sabi ko, guys, pasensya na kayo. I have to come out with the report. I would like to ask your permission to come out with this, and I will be sending you. That's why nagtagal ako. Ngayon lang natapos yung Xerox. So, inintay ko muna na i-push yung button na naasan sa kanila. And then I said, I have to report already. And sabi ni Frank, sabi niya, Dick, you have my full support.
Sir, just to clarify, support, wala pa yung signature itself.
I'm not gonna hold into it. The support means support. Labas mo na. That means, dapat malaman na ng tao. Ito sabi ni ko, you have my full trust, confidence, and authority. Okay to release. Si Senate President Soto. I think I have one with Senator Giron as well.
Who are the other senators that will also express their support aside from
Oh, sila may siwi, lahat sa mga yan. Sa akin kasi, ang talagang people involved, as you know, is the four of us, no?
that includes Bato, sir?
No, hindi ko sinama si Bato dyan. But I'm sure Bato will vote in accordance to his conscience.
And sir,
Kahit na agaw Bato yung kaso.
so he has already committed his support.
Sino?
Senator Bato also.
From what I hear of General Bato, when I talk to him, sinasabi niya palagi, tama yan, pagka mali, mali. Sabi niya gano'n.
At this time around, did he say the
No. I don't try to fish for what their view is. I try to remain, to get my objectivity. Pagka sinabi sa akin, no, baka mayanig pa ako, hindi na lalakas ang loob ko. Walang lakasan ng loob dito, ano man. Ang tinitignan mo lang yung ebidensya at hand. Yes, sir.
So were you able to forward this report to the president as
No. I don't have to. I would, out of courtesy, send it to him. I spoke with Senator Go. Sabi niya, kukunin ko yung report at I don't know if he told me this, but he did tell a senator, ipapasa ko na kay Presidente yan. Hinihintay ni Presidente yan. Yes. Marlon. I thought you'd never ask. I have no evidence to that effect right now. That's why we have the lifestyle check. That's why we have the lifestyle check. The NBI is doing that, and the NBI is under the Secretary of Justice. Yes, you have to. In cases like this that involves graft and corruption, you have to do a lifestyle check. No, we have not concluded. This is a suspension. Like I said, meron pa kaming hinihintay na baka may bumukas pang iba. We're trying to get all the evidence that we can possibly attain. He's there. The crime of Baloyo is that he was evasive, didn't want to answer questions. That is a crime against the Senate. That is not a crime, but that is, yeah, you can call it a crime. That is an offense that contemptuous. And that is inherent in the power of any legislative body in the whole world. After every hearing, he would talk, except nung sinabi ko na, I was kind of disappointed nga. Really, I was hoping he could extricate himself from. Really, that's a fact. Sabi ko sa kanya nung una pa lang, lumapit siya sa akin, alam mo, Oscar, sabi ko, hindi ba inibistigay mga bata mo? Ay, nandiyan ka pa. Imbistigay mo na. Gano'n rin na sinabi sa kanya ni Senator Lacson in so many words. Imbistigay mo na. Nandiyan ka na sa power eh. Tingnan mo na. Wala. Tapos nung nangyari na yung nung sinabi ko, this is Albayalde Day. Sige na, sige na, General, sabihin nyo lahat ang kailangan sabihin. Hindi nagsalita nung ini-expect kong sasabihin niya. And that's not what I want, but to defend himself. No. Yung mga private namin, yung mga sa mismo Senado, in public, nakikita kami nag-uusap. Even Baloyo, remember, I called him after he was declared in contempt. Tinawag ko siya, in public. Sabi ko siya, ano ka ba? Magsabi ka na dyan ang totoo, at saka sumagot ka. Ikaw may ipit eh. Hinulog ka na eh. Ako sa kanya. That's why my exact words, hinulog ka na. Yeah. There was pinapursue ko ba yun, hindi ko dapat sabi sa inyo. Meron isang police na sinabing nagkalat nung droga. Sila nagkalat ng droga. Ang una sabi, ulong ko po, pero pinag-check ko pa. May lumabas sa, remember umabot na kami sa Negros. Yung si Maharlika, di ba? Dinala namin yan. Tapos, itong isang ito, kung makukuha yan, malaking bagay yan. It's now time for us to really clean up. Dapat matakot lahat o mag-respect lahat ang kapulisan. By the way, I want to emphasize this. I think there are many more policemen, many more PMA graduates, many more PNPA graduates that want to do a good job. But again, kung minsan may mga pressures, there are those who can resist pressure. There are those who cave in. That's life.
Are you really confident that these recommendations would stand water in court, considering that the Albayalde was being implicated based on circumstantial evidence and will...
Circumstantial evidence is very strong.
Yeah, but would you take all the uncorroborated statements of this general as gospel truth?
Put it this way. In the atmosphere or in the milieu that our soldiers and our police live in, especially if they're graduates of the academy, you have to respect people nakaklase nila or kasama nila na lalabas at sasabihin, kinausap mo ko, pinipigil mo akong ilabas yan, or you're trying to influence me. Hindi ginagawa yan, bihira yan. But I want that change na dapat pagka gumawa. Hindi ba sa kanila, I remember nung kay General Reyes, sabi ni Ping ata yun, si Janes, sabi niya, tinanong ba, are you alright? That is a tradition. Are you alright? That means, sabi ka ba ng totoo? Are you honest? Diba? So, maraming good values sa PMA. Kaya lang, pag kami humihiwalay, dapat tamaan yan. I am very confident, you know why? The court has already said, hindi bypass, hulid up yan eh. generals have come forward and swung their bats. Imagine, sabihin mo, sinabi niya sa akin, konti lang naman nakuha ko dyan Sir, parang may familiarity. Di ba? Pagkatapos, yung lahat ng, hindi ko maintindihan, matagal rin ako nag-mayor, pero ako pakialamero ako, ano nangyari doon sa raid? Bakit siya lang? You go back, sino nag-deliver ng marijuana sa Olongapo? Saan kinuha yan? Sa bus, sir. Sino kinuha niyo sa bus? Ito, sir. Saan galing? Binabaho sa Kabalan. Sino sa Kabalan? Pagkuha doon sa Kabalan, saan galing sa Baguio yan? Tatawag na ako kay General Ortega, kay Colonel Ortega. Ako yan, mayor ako. Ito, napakalaki ng drug haul, 36 kilos, at hindi ko matanggap. Hindi ko talaga matanggap. Sabi nila, tradition raw yan. Hindi tradition yan. You do not sign a commendation to yourself. You wait until the generals, they have a commendation board who will say, bigyan ka ng award. That is why during the Vietnam War, when the Iraq War transpired, sabi ni General Colin Powell, we are not going to give medals just like that. It becomes meaningless. Yes, Macon, one more time. Yeah, follow up. Excuse me, Macon. Ha?
Recommendations given after the bypass. How do you see
It
it?
exploded in their faces. Yun lang Pagkatapos magbigay ng commendation, pinahuli lahat yung mga tao niya. Ang hindi ko matagtahan, ito, iladagdag ko na. Bakit, ito ang criticism ko sa system, no? Bakit hindi pa inimbestigan ng todo si Colonel Albayalde at the time? Di ba dapat inimbestigan yung tao niya? Dapat kasama na siya doon. If they had done that, hindi siguro umabot sa ganito, o doon pa lang nahuli na. Hindi ginawa Those are vital questions that have to be asked. And if I hurt the family of General Albayalde or any of these people, wala akong personalan yan. I'm just doing what I've been trying to do, what is expected of me here, and I feel for you, but we all have to do our duty here.
George, CNN, maybe get your reaction because Napolcom is saying that their review or investigation of the case sa Pampanga is not meant to file charges against Albayalde and the other policemen, but just serve as guide to the president to make his decision. What do you think?
I don't know why they say that. They must make decisions.
Sir, saying that
They must make decisions. Generals make decisions. Summary boards make decisions. Napolcom makes decisions. IAS makes decisions. Courts make decisions. Any delay is justice denied.
exactly the point, sir, because we're running out of time.
No, I think the president is really just waiting for this decision. I hope I'm not misreading what Bongo said. That is in fairness to the president. Interesado siya malaman kung ano to yan. Because he doesn't want to be unfair. I don't want to be unfair. As much as possible, hindi. Sabi ko, hindi gagawin yan. Una, hindi gagawin yan. Nung lumalabas na ito mga inisa-isa namin hinimay na, may problema tayo. Ang sabi ka namin sabay pa kami ni Rudy, sabi niya, Houston, we have a problem.
Eunice from PT4, then followed by Leanne and Malu.
Eunice?
May clarification lang. What police person na nagsasabi na tinawagan nila sa Albayalde kasi yung proof na pinapangalan ko si Albayalde.
But I'm not relying on those two. I have to relate it to the evidence at hand, their testimonial evidence, as well as the circumstantial connectivities.
Is there any advice to Albayalde, like after niya mag-step down, what else can he do?
He should prepare for a good lawyer. I think may chance siya makalusot yan. Hindi naman cut and dry itong kasong ito na ako, ang tingin ko malakas yung kaso, but if he has a good lawyer and if he can cross-examine and say, bakit hindi nyo sinabi sa akin ng araw yan? Ba't di nyo ako binigyan ng day in court ko ng araw? Maraming mga ipapalabas dyan. Because ang tagal Yun ang mali, kaya nga I'm criticizing the system na nabot kayo ng 6 years, 3 years, ang tagal-tagal. Hanggang ngayon, nandiyan pa sa police force yan. Bakit nalalakad from dismissal to demotion? Bakit di nyo tingnan yung magkakabatch tayo? Kung nang bahala sa'yo, magkakabatch tayo. Bakit di nyo tinitingnan yan? Di ba? Ang strength ng bayan is rule of law. Predictable ang batas. Alam mo kung saan ka pupunta. There is consistency in the law. There's constancy in the law. Yun ang rule of law. Pagka ikaw gumawa, may prediction. Ito ang penalty. Pag pumunta ka sa court, ito ang paraan para ibsan ka. Lahat siya nandiyan. Pero kung walang rule of law at mano-mano, hindi, bata ko yan eh. Wala na rule of law yan. Ayan.
Sir, sa dami ng sabit ng operasyon, sabi niyo nga lupa, maka-house shall committee of life. Pero sinasabi ni General Ubayati, hindi naman niya alam to begin with. Nalaman niya nandun na. Was it established during your investigation na alam niya before it happened?
I think I was able to establish that na the fact that ako ayoko sabihin to bakit mo pinoproteksyonan yung tao mo hanggang ilipat mo sila sa Antipolo at ilipat mo sila sa Tagaytay? Anong reason doon? Especially now that you're a 4-star general. You have to ask that question. Don't you think so? I mean, nahirapan na yung mga tao, inimbestiga na yan, tapos hanggang ngayon merong mga kampi na kayusapan na fellow generals mo. Ngayon, biglang lumabas yun, nabulaga ka na. Fellow generals mo, nagsasabi, nalapitan mo. Tapos ngayon, yung nilagay mo pa doon sa Antipolo, subabog lalo. Kaya nga, sinasabi ko, kailangan kumuha siya ng magaling na lawyer.
So you don't believe yung sinasabi ni General Albayade na hindi niya alam bago yung
Impossible, hindi niya malaman. Sinasabi ko.
Sir, isa pa. Sir,
Ah.
yung draft charges that you're recommending.
Ito ang report nga Ha? Nakalagay niya yung November 23 sa report niya Alam niya And because of that, susundan ko yung report na yan. Because, pag nahuli, ang sabi niya, achievement yan, 36 kilos. Achievement, di ba? You heard the word achievement. Lahat ng pulis, sabi nga nung kwan, that is something I would die for. May kausap akong general, nakahuli akong 36 kilos. That's 180 million pesos worth of drugs. So, achievement nga yun. Bakit hindi inimbestiga? Iba pa nag-imbestiga, din nahuli tuloy.
But his claim was nung nagkasabit-sabit, hindi niya alam bago nag-umpisa.
You cannot claim that. You are the superior officer, you are the one in charge, the most proximate. Di ba, nag-umpisa ako? Sino ba ang in charge sa Pampanga? Siya. Kanino tao si Baloyo? Sa kanya. Kanino tao si Joven? Sa kanya. Sino dapat ang nagtanong, ano nahuli nyo? May nahuli ba kayong baril? Nakipag-coordinate ba kayo sa PIDEA? Tinawag nyo ba yung mga piskal? Lahat yan, dapat alam mo yan. Kung di mo ginawa, something's wrong. Very wrong.
Seriously na lang. Sir, yung recommendation ng kaso ng draft kay Albayalde and the 13 cops, sir, yung kay Albayalde is based on the call, tulad kanina.
I've said that, I'll say it again. Hindi lang yung calls. All the facts, the circumstantial. No, all the connection we went through it. You can 1 + 1 + 1 + 1 + 1 + 1, pati court, pati yung dalawang PMA kasama niya, pati sila General Pulisima nagpa-imbestiga, General Petrasanta nagpa-imbestiga, pati si General Pero nagpa-imbestiga, nag-reenactment. Dali talaga. Yes, ma'am. The President can make mistakes. Sinabi naman niya, ayoko na magkamali. All of us can make mistakes. I've trusted people before. I've trusted my brads. I had to fire my brad. But I still love him. But I had to fire him. Si General Albayalde, pinoproteksyonan? Definitely. Pinoproteksyonan niya yung mga pao niya. That is his undoing. Kung talaga walang kasalanan yung tao niya, dapat lang proteksyonan niya. Pero he ignored the whole process until naging Star General siya.
Habang PNP po siya, yung sa war on drugs, na kaya nagtutuloy-tuloy kasi siya yung PNP.
Hindi, ang sabi ko nga, di ba, narinig naman niyo pa nag-iimbestiga. Mag-protest tayo sa China, pumapasok yung drugs galing sa China . Habulin natin yan, i-extradition natin yung mga taong yan. Nandun na sa Korea, nasa China. And by the way, in fairness to China, tinulungan tayo doon sa customs yung cylinder. Sila nagsabi sa atin na controlled delivery. Pero ito, ito, dagdagan na natin. Ilan ang investigasyon namin? Anong frustration ko? We proved na hindi sinunod yung controlled delivery. Binuksan yung drugs. Dapat ang controlled delivery, diyan hanggang doon sa last row. Sa first row pa lang, binuksan na. Nawala ang kaso. Wala na pa rin nananagot. Hanggang ngayon, may dalawa pa rin na si Asierto. Nagtagal din tayo doon. Yung 1,200 AK-47, pinabigtagan siya. Si Fajardo. By the way, I even tried to get him. Salita ka na rito. Sige na, pumunta ka. No? Na nagkabukuhan na, sumibat na si Fajardo, sumibat na si Asierto. Hanggang ngayon, hindi nahuhuli. There is still a rot in the system. Dapat hulihin yan, mga taong yan. And this is, sandali lang, this is a great opportunity for the government. I would love to listen to your conversation, you know. Really, I want to listen to your conversation. But afterwards. Really, hinahabol natin yan. Dapat, habulin natin yung mga nangyayari yan. Because if we don't, uulit yan eh. Nawala tuloy yung trend of thought ko. May sasabihin, alam mo, tinatanong mo, this is an opportunity for the country. Ngayon, like I said, it's a new deal in the PNP. Magluko kayo, tatamaan kayo. The full force of the law will be placed against you. And that is what any policeman that I have interviewed, why do you want to become a policeman? Why do you want to be a PMA? Why do you want to be PNPA? I want to serve the country. We must serve the country properly. Yes, Sharon.
At yan po naging press conference ni Senador Richard Gordon. Lumabas daw po sa committee report sa isinagawang pagdinig ng Senate Committee on Justice and Human Rights at ng Senate Blue Ribbon Committee na guilty at liable si dating PNP Chief General Oscar Albayalde at ang kanyang mga tauhan noon kaugnay sa nangyaring drug raid ng mga Pampanga Police noong taong 2013. At dahil dito ay pwede raw ikaso ang graft and corruption at dereliction of duty. Ayon pa kaya Senator Gordon, ang mga ebidensya daw na lumabas ay nagpapakitang talo si dating PNP Chief General Oscar Albayalde at sana daw ay umaksyon siya agad laban sa kanyang mga tauhan. Samantala, itahasan sinabi rin ni Gordon na guilty at mali ang ginawa ni Albayalde at ang mga tauhan nito na mga Pampanga Police. At dahil dito, nalulungkot daw si Gordon sa nangyari kay Albayalde. Bagaman hindi makapag-file ng kaso ang Senado, ito daw ang kanilang rekomendasyon at bahala na daw ang Department of Justice at Ombudsman kung ifa-file nila ang kaso. Samantala, nirekomenda rin ng komite na dapat daw ay hindi ilagay sa ilalim ng PNP ang Internal Affairs Service o IAS na siyang nag-iimbestiga sa mga tiwaling pulis. Samantala, sinusubukan pa po namin kuna ng pahayag ang mga nabanggit po ni Senator Richard Gordon sa kanyang press conference.